What food or drink sucks even if most people won't admit it? Y'all ain't playing right. It says, even if most people won't admit it, but then you are listing things that most people would agree is gross. SMH. But I have to throw this out there. Because even though I cannot believe someone thought this was a good idea, the entire bag disappeared at our lake house this year, so everyone else but me seemed to like them. The new Oreos with Pop Rocks in them. WTF. And I didn't know until it was in my mouth. Just thought they were red, white and blue for the Olympics, but normal flavored. I didn't expect fireworks in my mouth. And somehow it was worse that they weren't flavored. No. Just no. They need a much bigger warning label. For people saying artificial cherry flavor reminds them of cough syrup. It's interesting how this is generational changes by decade. My wife hates artificial cherry got this reason. And I don't. But I hate artificial orange, citrus for this reason and she doesn't. Edited. Y'all are terrible lol. Edit 2. So I asked my wife to make sure and her perspective was she hated cherry and cherry was her 80s flavor, but she said grape was the 90s flavor and not orange like I thought as a 90s youth. This made me ask my mom and she said my stuff was orange flavored, but also I always got the prescription meds from the hospital because of my asthma. Not over the counter, which was grape. Mom was an nurse, so I'm going to believe it, but do your own research lol. People in the comments saying root beer in other countries is super interesting. Any food that pretends to be another food. It's never good. I have friends that act like they can't tell the difference between rice and cauliflower rice and I know it's make-believe. There is no way they can't taste the difference. I'm like this with almost any substitute. Just call it what it is and roll with it because I'm skeptical of all of them at this point. I think people are starting to figure this out, but red delicious apples. They are bitter, mealy textured garbage and the worst tasting apple. The healthy version of things. I don't mean actual healthy food, but the things that are all here is some ice cream with all the joy, soul, deliciousness, and sugar removed. Brondo. Only idiots would drink that stuff. Anything with stevia in it. I was doing keto and tried doing the stevia sweetener for the occasional treat. Yeah. Sure, things tasted sweet, but then there's this soapy artificial taste that I have never been able to get used to. Blah. Edit. Holy crap. I guess I hit a nerve. Thanks for the awards. I dunno what they do. For what it's worth, all artificial sweeteners taste awful to me. But stevia is the worst of them all. I get headaches and an itchy tongue from some of the others like erythritol. Play-Doh. Fondant. Vegan cheese. My girlfriend is vegan and it sucks like 90% of the time. We mostly just use some kind of substitute if we're sharing a meal. Edit. Now my GF wants to try all these suggestions and I have to continue to eat vegan cheese. Thanks a lot guys. Weary rolling on the floor laughing. Circus peanuts. It's like eating gum that isn't chewy but instead turns to sand when bitten into. With artificial banana flavoring. But it's orange? Gluten-free bread. Red delicious apples. They're red. Sure. But they are not delicious. Edit. Seems like Fuji and Honeycrisp are favorites. Guess I'll have to find a Honeycrisp apple and give it a try sometime. Edit 2. Adding pink lady apples as well to the list and galas and envy. Edit 3. Till Reddit has very strong opinions about apples. SpaghettiOs. I must have been delusional as a kid. Turkish delight was not worth 3 human lives. Edit. I live in America, so maybe it tastes better in Europe, but I don't live there and I'm not about to make it by hand right now at least. Alcohol. If it didn't get you drunk, I really can't imagine it'd be that popular on taste alone. I used to think, having learned what goes into it, that classic, soft-serve ice cream was the most horrible food-adjacent thing. I recently got an orange cream shake at Arby's. I don't know what goes in it, but I can tell you this. It doesn't melt. It just sort of separates and hardens into something resembling Play-Doh. Jack Daniels. It's obviously a popular whiskey, but it's honestly fucking awful. Edit. Even with Coke or any other mixer, I think is still a bit rough. Durian. Visiting Singapore and there's this long line for durian ice cream. Waited an hour and my mom said it tasted like garlic. Food so spicy you can't actually taste it.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.